No. I did it wrong. Sometimes I forget how to function.
That's all right. It's all good. All good.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Rolodex Topics. I am super excited. Linda just told me what the topic is. We are in a little bit early today, just to make some room for some things later on. But Linda, go ahead and tell us, what is today's topic?
Today's topic is self-care, and how does that relate to peak performance? If you don't look after yourself, how are you supposed to be able to be your best for your family, for your job, for your business, for your clients? And especially right now, there are a lot of things going on in our world, and you really just, if it's dragging you down, take some time to step back and refresh yourself. And if that means avoiding social media and the news for a while, please do that. I do. I haven't watched the news in years. It there's never anything good on it, and for the most part, there isn't a whole lot I can do about what's going on in the news. So I I have to remove that from my sphere. Otherwise, I get emotionally detached from what I'm doing and let the emotional overwhelm of everything else interfere. And we we can't we can't go for long periods of time in that space. So whatever it is you do and whatever it is that's going on in your life, make sure you take time for you so you can be that best.
Well, and when we talk about, filling cups and overflowing with self-care, if you're not replenishing, it's not going to be very positive when you give out, right? It's going to be forced or exhausted. And people can feel the difference. They can feel the difference from, oh, this is coming from, hey, here we are, we're going to be helpful, we're going to do this, and this is coming, and or I'm exhausted, but I'm here to help you. Like there's a little bit of an added weight in that attitude shift, right?
There is, and especially women, we do things from a sense of duty many times. And that's okay, but you have a duty to yourself as well. And it seems kind of trite, but think back to the movie It's a Wonderful Life and how he thought he didn't matter. And when he was shown what the world around him and his family and friends would have been like without him, it's true. Um, we don't have to have those big tsunamis of effect on people. The little rippling water ripples are enough because that spreads. So the good you do spreads, but also what you're feeling spreads. And so make sure that you're in a good space. Even if it's just for a short period of time, find a way to get your head in a good space before you go out and help others or work with your clients. Because like Brittany said, they can feel when you're not you. And that affects everything that happens. And
It affects everything that happens, but also you can't be productive a lot of times.
no, not at all.
One of the biggest things that we talk about in accountability is when you have, like, take your calendar and put a day in it where you do a catch up day. So anything that got forgotten, anything that got left over, it's a catch-up day. And what happens is on that catch-up day, you're only supposed to do the things that got forgotten, right? Or the things that are behind, or you're only supposed to catch up. You could be done at noon. And the rest of the day is your self-care day. The rest of the day, you do whatever. If you're on point that month and you don't have any catch up, you have a day to just go be because you worked really hard. Giving yourself that time and that space to show up as you need to is amazing. And really, a self-care day, we talked about this before, but it could be anything. We live in Colorado. A lot of people go for hikes for self-care. A lot of people go, some people go to the spa for self-care. Take care of your body, take care of who you are, and take care of your spirituality.
Mhm.
However, you need to take space for yourself, but give yourself the luxury of a day that is for yourself.
And you'll find as you take care of yourself, you'll be amazed at how many of your catch-up days are open
Yeah,
because you're performing better, you're focused better, you're on point. And hey, it's leaf peeping season and it's gorgeous.
it's
Take
beautiful.
take that day and if you're wherever you're at, if your colors are changing, get out there and just be. Even if it's just for an hour. Take your lunch hour. My brother
Yeah,
sends me pictures from his living room window every day, showing me how the colors are changing up in Spokane. And because they get all the reds and all the pretty stuff too. So,
I
and
love
that
that.
just, yeah, that just kind of, it's just a picture from my brother, but it refreshes me.
And it gives you a sense of home and purpose and where am I? Being in a space where you can have just time for yourself is amazing. I was talking to somebody the other day about the house, like about your house at your home. Sarah Davis, we love you.
Hi, Sarah.
And Sarah says, if you don't have the time to take care of yourself, reflect on what needs to be moved or eliminated from your calendar or task list.
Good
She is an
job, Sarah.
accountability veteran.
Yes, she
Um,
is.
we love Sarah. And she's with OTEP. OTBP. I love that. Off the beaten path coaching, or
Yes.
counseling. Co- no, consulting. It's the C word, it's a consulting. Love you, Sarah. But
I hope your voice comes back soon.
I know I miss you. She is right though. There's things that we think have to be done or need to be
Mhm.
done. And it's okay to take the time and let it go. It's perfectly okay.
Reschedule it. It's just you have to remember that you are responsible for you. You may also be responsible to a lot of other people, but really, unless they're like under 5, you're not responsible for anybody else except yourself. And
Exactly.
and you need to lighten that load. Um, the empaths of the world carry everything, even of people they don't know. And I can't imagine how hard it is to live in that space because you really just you have to start, and it's not selfish. And I think especially depending on the age group you're in, you grew up thinking that or being taught that to put yourself first was selfish, but it's not. How can you do or be anything if you're not taking care of yourself first?
Correct, exactly. And really, like you were saying, the people around you that do think you're responsible for them, they will understand and they'll learn from your time. They'll learn from your boundaries. Having that boundary, like Sarah said, why don't you have that boundary? What is
Yeah.
so important that you don't have that space for yourself? Um, but holding that space and holding that boundary, take care of yourself, you know, and give yourself the grace because a lot of people think, "Oh, I'm here getting my nails done, but I could be doing this, this, and this." If if there's something on your list that you can pay somebody else to do or you can have somebody else do, have them do it while you enjoy your moment, right? Have if you can't, then just work that to where everything works for you. But you're going to get overwhelmed, you're going to get burnout. You can't burn out. As an entrepreneur, if you burn out, everything gets affected.
Yes. Your business suffers, your clients suffer, your family at home suffers, because then you're spending more and more time trying to fix what you're not sure is actually wrong. And when you include self-care in your plan, then your brain focuses better, you're clearer, and the things that you need to do get done more efficiently because you're not working in that fog of exhaustion or overwhelm.
Exactly. That is to the T, being able to have that space for yourself. Self-care is huge, and sometimes self-care is family time.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need that family time. Sometimes you need friend time. It doesn't have to be alone. It can be with other people. Maybe that's the best way for you. Um, but keep in mind, where do you need to be?
And when you're doing it with other people, make sure you're surrounding yourself with people that love and support you. You know, the
Yes.
holidays are coming up and we're going to be getting into that oh so fun time of extended family stays with people that may not, I mean, they love you, but they may not understand what you do and may try to talk you out of doing what you love to do. And you need to prepare your space for that so that you can just kind of close yourself off. My son always says, smile and nod.
And it's key, to make sure that in that time of overwhelm, you have your people.
Yes,
I got done talking to some people about how, sometimes being around specific people, their their idea of who you should be overweighs who you are. And so that gets very exhausting because you don't want to be who they want you to be. You want to be as you are, who you are. And then when you get into a space of people who see you as you are, who you are, your feeling and your energy, and the freedom is
right.
phenomenal. So make sure you're making time to have freedom.
Yes, get that. Surround yourself with the people who love you and honor you for who you are and support that. And that's not saying that family doesn't, but a lot of times they they don't understand that what they're doing is weighing you down.
Right,
You know,
exactly.
they think it's coming from a place of, we only want the best for you. Well, no, you want the best for me that fits into your mold and not in mine.
Yeah,
And most of the time it's not meant to be bad, but it is difficult, very difficult.
it
So
is. All right,
just know that
Linda.
I love you all, everybody. I'm here for you.
Right, exactly. I'm gonna have you wrap us out. So go ahead, wrap us out, Linda. QR codes, everybody. And Linda, closing words do you have for everybody?
QR codes are here. Closing words are, even if you just take a few minutes during the day wrap yourself in a mental big hug and remind yourself of why you're working towards what you're working towards and what that's going to do for you when you get there. And bask in that for a few minutes and allow that to feed you.
I love that. That's awesome. All right, everybody, QR codes that way. Book with us, look at our previous episodes, and we look forward to seeing you all soon and hope to get a one-on-one.